And what if I told you that the date you arrived in this world was not an accident, nor simply the result of a calendar? What if that moment when you first breathed was part of a greater agreement, a spiritual plan carefully mapped out by your soul before birth? Today, I want to invite you to view your birth not as a biological coincidence, but as a divine synchronicity. The month in which you arrived on this plane doesn't just mark a season or a number. It marks a vibration, a unique frequency that directly influences the gifts your spirit brought with it. We're not here to talk about superficial horoscopes or meaningless superstitions. We're going deeper into a truth that has been known by sages, shamans, and spiritual guides since ancient times. The soul precisely chooses the moment of its arrival because that moment contains the keys it needs to fulfill its purpose. Each month of the year carries a different energy, a spiritual signature that resonates with certain talents, abilities, and gifts. And if you're hearing this, it's no coincidence. It's because you're ready to remember. Many times, we feel an inner calling we can't explain, a restlessness, a sense that we came here to do something more, something special. But we don't always know where to start. This video will not only show you your spiritual gift according to your birth month, but also help you understand why you may have felt like you didn't quite fit into this world. Because gifts don't always come with clarity. Sometimes they come wrapped in trials. So stay with me until the end. Not only will you discover information, you will experience a recognition. Something inside you will vibrate when you hear your month. An ancient memory will awaken. Because when the soul hears its truth, it doesn't need proof. It only needs to remember. Write in the comments, "Yes, I'm ready," if you feel the time has come to discover your hidden gift. Because the universe doesn't speak in coincidences, it speaks in signs. And this may be one of them. From the soul's perspective, time is not measured by clocks or calendars. It is measured in energy cycles, in cosmic vibrations that mark sacred moments in the invisible fabric of the universe. Before incarnating, the soul doesn't just choose its family, the place, or the challenges it will face. It also wisely selects the exact moment of birth, because that moment holds a unique energy, a spiritual signature that will resonate throughout its earthly existence. This act is not random. It is profoundly calculated from higher planes of consciousness. The soul observes planetary movements, the seasons, the position of the sun and moon, the collective frequencies of the planet, and the energetic conditions of the time it will be born, all to empower its purpose, activate certain gifts, and face the precise experiences it needs for evolution. The month is not just a human calendar reference. It is an energetic portal. Each month vibrates with a different spiritual quality. January brings leadership and vision. February vibrates with emotional intuition. March awakens healing compassion. April opens the channel of perception. May inspires manifestation. June breathes universal love. July connects with ancient memories. August empowers the protective soul. September reveals inner vision. October seeks harmony. November channels spiritual depth. December brings the wisdom of the guide. It doesn't matter how much you've ignored these signs until now. The energy of your birth month has been with you since your first breath, gently nudging you toward your destiny. You may not have understood it or even rejected it out of fear, but that doesn't change the truth. Your soul chose that moment because it was perfect. And in recognizing it, you begin to remember who you truly are. In spiritual language, the universe leaves no loose ends. Everything in creation vibrates with perfect order, and each cycle of the year holds a particular energy that sets it apart. The month you were born not only places you chronologically, it connects you with a cosmic frequency that directly influences your being. And that frequency does not repeat. It is unrepeatable, like the energetic fingerprint of your soul. The solar cycles, the movements of the sun throughout the year, are like pulses emitting vibrational codes. Nature responds to these rhythms. It blooms in spring, matures in summer, lets go in autumn, and rests in winter. Why wouldn't they affect us too, who are part of that same universal dance? If the earth changes, if the tides obey the moon, how could the sky not influence us? Each month is a season of the soul, a vibrational opportunity that awakens dormant gifts. Some souls are born in months where the energy is more introspective, others where action, expression, or healing prevails. But most people ignore this connection. They walk unaware that the month they were born gave them an energetic compass, not to dictate their destiny, but to illuminate their possibilities. When you align with that vibration, when you recognize the essence of your month, something begins to flow more naturally. You understand yourself better. You realize why certain situations challenge you more than others. You discover that your strengths are not coincidences. They're part of a spiritual pattern. And more importantly, you begin to live with purpose. You no longer react, you choose. If this truth resonates with you, write in the comments, "I'm remembering my frequency." And don't stop watching, because from this point on, we'll discover gift by gift, month by month. One of them might be yours. Now that you understand your birth month holds a unique vibration, it's time to open the portal of spiritual gifts. And we begin with those born between January and April. If your soul chose to be born in one of these months, there is a profound purpose resonating within you, waiting to be remembered. Don't think of it as a horoscope. Think of it as an energetic key that, when activated, can completely change how you live and understand your mission. January opens the year with the energy of the spiritual leader. If you were born in this month, you carry within you the strength to initiate processes, awaken consciousness, and guide others with your own light. Your gift is to activate collective awareness. Even if you sometimes feel alone, your soul came to be a beacon. January souls are visionaries. They see the map before others and feel the weight of their spiritual responsibility from a young age. February is marked by emotional clairvoyance. If this is your month, you possess acute sensitivity, capable of perceiving what others dare not say. Your gift is prophetic, though not always with words. You can anticipate situations with your heart, feel others' emotions, and receive messages through dreams or sudden intuitions. You've probably been labeled too sensitive, when in truth, you are a channel. March awakens compassion as medicine. Souls born in this month have a gift of energetic healing. They can soothe others with a look, a word, or a loving presence. They are often drawn to service, caregiving, and connecting with human suffering, not as weakness, but as a bridge to healing. April vibrates with the energy of channeling. If you were born in this month, your mind and heart are open to receive information from higher realms. Your intuition is active and fast. You often know things without knowing how. Your greatest challenge, trusting what you feel without needing external proof. Have you felt something resonate with you so far? Subscribe, share this message, and tell us in the comments what spiritual sign you've already experienced. Help more souls awaken, because when one remembers, others begin to awaken too. As we continue on this soul journey, we reach a group of deeply transformative months. Souls born between May and August carry expansive energy with gifts that impact both the inner world and the collective. These are souls who came to build new realities, heal ancestral lines, and hold space during times of change. If you were born in one of these months, listen closely, because what you hear may resonate as a truth your soul already knows. May vibrates with the gift of creative speech. Souls born in this month have a natural ability to manifest what they think, feel, or declare. It's not empty magic, it's vibration in action. Your voice is a powerful tool. What you say becomes reality. That's why you must learn to speak from awareness, not fear. You carry the energy of the alchemist, able to transform your environment through language. June awakens the gift of universal love. If you were born in this month, your soul came to connect, unite, and hold space from the heart. You are naturally empathetic, and that can make you feel emotionally overloaded. But that is your gift, to feel for others, to love unconditionally, to heal with tenderness. The soul of June is a bridge between the wounded human and the divine soul. July brings ancestral wisdom. Souls of this month often have living memories of past lives, intuitive knowledge they never learned but somehow know. The connection to past lives is strong, making them guardians of spiritual secrets. They are drawn to the mystical, the symbolic, the ancient. Their challenge is to trust what they remember, even if the world doesn't understand. August is born with the strength of the spiritual protector. These souls have a mission of energetic leadership. They radiate natural authority, not from ego, but from the firmness of a soul that has walked a long path. Their gift is to hold, guide, and empower others without imposing. They are warriors of light, and their very presence is transformative. Write in the comments, "My soul vibrates with strength," if any of these gifts resonated with you. And don't forget, every word that activates your memory also activates your path. The final months of the year hold a mature, introspective, and deeply spiritual energy. Souls born between September and December come with a heightened level of consciousness, with a wisdom that isn't always expressed in words, but in presence, in perception, in inner depth. They are souls who do not seek the spotlight, yet whose light transforms everyone around them. If you were born in this period, your gift may have been with you all along, just waiting to be recognized. September brings the gift of practical clairvoyance. Souls of this month don't just perceive invisible truths, they know how to apply them in the real world. They see beyond the obvious and translate that vision into concrete decisions. Their power lies in uniting the spiritual world with the everyday, making the invisible useful. Their intuition is sharp, almost surgical, and often appears at key moments. October vibrates with the gift of balance. If you were born in this month, you are a natural harmonizer. You feel when something is out of balance in yourself or in others, and your energy seeks to restore peace. You have a diplomatic, fair, mediating soul and often find yourself holding space where others fall apart. Your calm presence is medicine for the soul of those around you. November is born with a deep connection to the invisible. Souls of this month possess intuition that goes beyond instinct. They can sense energies, foresee events, and receive messages through symbols, dreams, or silence. Waking up, write in the comments, "My soul is ready," and share this message with someone who needs to remember who they are. The soul always responds when someone turns on their light. Knowing your spiritual gift is only the first step. Feeling something resonate within you is like lighting a spark. But for that spark to become sacred fire, it needs to be fed with awareness, attention, and practice. The soul's gifts don't activate automatically. They awaken when the soul decides to remember itself. And for that, you need to be silent, return to yourself, and look inward with honesty. Silence is the first door, not the silence that comes from turning off the noise of the world, but the one that is born when you choose to listen to what your soul has been trying to tell you for a long time. In that sacred space, you begin to hear the first whispers of your gift, an idea, a sensation, a calling. Don't expect fireworks. The soul speaks softly but clearly, and if you are willing to listen, it will always show you the way. A powerful tool for this awakening is the spiritual journal. It's not just about writing what happens to you, but about recording what your soul observes, your intuitions, your dreams, your emotions. Write down what resonates with you from each gift, the moments when you feel a greater force moving through you. Over time, you will see patterns. You'll realize how your gift has been guiding you even when you weren't aware of it. You can also practice monthly meditations aligned with the energy of your birth month. Each month's vibration responds to certain colors, sounds, sensations. Breathing with intention, connecting with the earth or the sky, depending on your birth month, can help you open the energetic channels of your gift. Remember, you're not trying to invent something new. You're activating something that already lives in you. And there's a key many forget: your inner child. That part of you that already knew who you were before the world taught you to forget. Connecting with that child, embracing them, honoring their dreams, can reactivate your gift with a purity the adult has lost. Because gifts are not imposed, they're remembered through love. Just as a flame needs oxygen to stay alive, your gift needs inner space to manifest. But in many souls, that light has been dimmed by wounds that have yet to heal. The gift doesn't disappear, it's simply covered, silenced, or dormant, waiting for the moment the soul dares to heal. Most blocks don't come from lack of ability. They come from a deep fear of what fully awakening would mean. The first obstacle is doubt, that inner voice that says, "What if I'm making this up? What if this isn't real?" That doubt is not yours. It's programming from a world that has forgotten the sacred. But when you begin to distrust your intuition, you close the channel through which your gift flows. Doubt is not eliminated with arguments. It's healed with daily trust and small acts of faith. Another powerful block is unhealed trauma. Childhood wounds, rejection, humiliation, abuse, or loss that left deep scars. These wounds create defense mechanisms that make you shut off from the world, and with that, you shut off from yourself. Healing those memories isn't easy, but it's necessary. Forgiveness for others and for yourself is one of the most powerful keys to clearing the energetic field where your gift lives. Then there are external influences, people who mocked your sensitivities, environments that invalidated your spirituality, inherited beliefs that made your light seem dangerous or excessive. Many souls hid their gift to survive. But today, that same world needs you to show it, and you are more ready than you think. And what about the fear of rejection? It's one of the greatest spiritual saboteurs. The fear of being seen, of not being understood, of being too much. But if you're here, it's because your soul is ready to stop hiding. Healing begins with a simple act of reconnection, a sincere prayer, a forgiveness ritual, a decision to see yourself with love. Your gift doesn't need perfection. It just needs space to breathe again. We've reached the end of this journey, but in truth, this may be the real beginning. Now you know your gift is not just a personality trait or a temporary talent. It's much more than that. It's a mission your soul chose to fulfill before incarnating, a silent promise you made to yourself and the universe. And now that promise is knocking on your door, not to demand, but to remind you of what you already are. When you activate your gift, you don't just begin to heal your wounds, your doubts, or your story. You begin to be a beacon for others. Every soul that dares to remember who they are lights a flame in the collective consciousness, and that light expands. Every word of yours, every small act done with purpose, every moment in which you choose from your essence is medicine for the world. Many times we think that to fulfill a spiritual mission, we must do something big, visible, extraordinary. But sometimes fulfilling your mission is simply looking at another human being and making them feel they're not alone. It's holding your truth when no one else understands it. It's embracing yourself in your dark days and continuing to believe in your path, even when you don't yet see results. You were not born by chance. You did not come here by accident. You were called at a specific moment with a unique energetic code, because the world needs exactly what you came to give. You may not fully understand it yet, but your soul does. That's why you're here. That's why you listened until the end, because something within you just remembered. Share this message if you feel your soul just remembered something sacred. Never underestimate the power of a single word. Someone who needs it may find a sign in you. Remember, your birth was a divine act, and your gift is a promise of light.